Alright, hey guys, it's Ethan. So I'm sorry for interrupting this video with a treacherous black screen in the beginning. But I'm just going to tell you right now that I do not explain the exact definition of jailbreaking in this video. I simply tell you whether or not you should or shouldn't jailbreak. If you want the full definition, I'll leave a Wikipedia article on what exactly it is. But I'm just going to tell you a little bit right now. Basically, it's rooting your device in the sense of making it how you want it to be. You choose not just, the applications or just, the wallpapers you change in normal iOS. You can actually change the operating system and change how it works and how you use it for day-to-day use. So jailbreaking just changes the root of it and actually, like I said, changes your experience throughout the device. So that's basically what jailbreaking is. Enjoy the video, and if you really just want to list, like I said, the full article of jailbreaking, like I said, I'll leave a Wikipedia article down in the description. So enjoy the video, and let's begin. Ipodcreveking here, and I'm sorry for the quality of this video. I'm using the back camera of my iPhone to record this, so the quality definitely won't be as good as my Canon PowerShot L300HS. And the reason I'm using my iPhone to record this video is because I'm leaving for vacation to my aunt's house in like a couple days, and my camera's already packed and stuff. Or my mom's camera's actually already packed. So I can't use that camera to record this. However, I do want to push out some videos in that time period. In like 4 or 3 days, so I can pump out some videos for you guys to enjoy before my 10-day vacation. So, like I said, sorry for that, but we're going to jump right into the topic, and that is going to be a discussion video about jailbreaking. Basically, I'm just going to give my opinions on jailbreaking, what I think you should jailbreak, just what are my raw opinions on jailbreaking, have I jailbreaked before, what's your history, etc., etc. So, what do I think about jailbreaking? Well, first I'm going to start about a little bit of history of my jailbreaking, how it went for me. I first started jailbreaking in about 2 years ago. It was Jailbreak Me 4.0 was released, and I did it for my iPod Touch 2G. And at that time, I was a complete noob with jailbreaking. I just watched a video of how to jailbreak, and that was the first one I caught, so I did that. Didn't know really anything about iPods. And fun fact for you, that's actually kind of how I started getting into tech. But with that aside, I watched that video and I was completely scared to do it. And after I did it, I was completely scared because I have no idea. It started respraying, and I literally was about to cry because I didn't know what was happening, because I love that iPod Touch, and I was like, what's happening to it? It's gonna die, it's gonna break, and all that kind of stuff. So I did, after I kind of got over those fears and understood it, I kind of, I got to know jailbreaking better, and I actually started getting tweaks and all that kind of stuff. And after I did that, I restored it because it was having problems. You don't need to know that. But now and jailbreaking has really evolved since then, and it's only getting better. Just like, most things, there's, most piece of technology or most development of software and stuff, they're always getting better. And that's just same thing with jailbreaking. So it's getting better, and from then I still liked it, and it's getting a lot better. So my iPad right here, it's in the case, by the way, and it's currently jailbroken. Honestly, as iOS evolved, I didn't really need as much of the features as I needed back then in 4.0 when I first jailbroke. But honestly, iOS didn't evolve that much, so I'm still pretty happy with the tweaks that I have right now. I don't have very many. I have SB settings, I have Dreamboard, I have iFile, just the things that I really want. I just have them there just because I need them, and just because, well, I can get them when I jailbreak. So I really think everyone should try jailbreaking. There's not really much that can ever happen to your device. I mean, back it up before you do the jailbreak process. There are tons of jailbreak guides out there. So back it up, and if you ever do have problems, just restore it, and then, save your backup, so you can just put all your apps, music, videos, all that kind of stuff back onto your device, so you really won't have any problems. And, some people don't like jailbreaking. Chris Perella, I know, does not like jailbreaking, and he has good valid reasons. He says, like, why should I jailbreak? I shouldn't need to. I don't like tampering with my device, that kind of stuff, which I can understand. I'm actually that way, because I don't like to have so much tweaks on that it slows down my device, which is true. I mean, they can slow down your device if you run it like a computer or a desktop computer and, install 20 million tweaks on it. Then you will see, especially themes. Themes slow down your device, no doubt about it. Dreamboard, Winterboard especially, yeah, they take up a lot of RAM and they slow down your device. quite a bit, drastically. So you have to be careful with those. But just go crazy with it. See if you can, deal with a little bit of slowdown if you put themes and heavy apps on. But honestly, I got like three main tweaks on here on my iPad, and it's fine. There are some tweaks that, little ones, but 4 main ones, just keep track of your tweaks. What are the ones that I actually use so it does not slow down your device? Just keep track of those. So honestly, I really think everyone should try jailbreaking. Basically, it basically has benefits to your device, not many downfalls. It does void your warranty, and Apple doesn't want you to, which most people, including me, don't really care that much about. So it does void your warranty, but honestly, just restore it and you can't tell. No problem. As for stability, it does lose the stability of the operating system. My iPad, a couple times, especially when I'm, messing around and tampering with tweaks, it does crash and do that kind of stuff. But honestly, I think you should the user right here, I think the person that you're watching it, if because you're watching this video, obviously you don't know what jailbreaking is and if you should do it. I think you should just look up a guide on how to jailbreak, try it yourself, and if you don't do it, just don't worry. Your device is fine. It's not broken. You can't jailbreak. You can't break a device or break. I didn't say brick because you can brick it, but you cannot break and be able to not use your device if you jailbreak. So no worries about that. Just try it. If you like it, keep it. If you don't like it, just back up your settings and then restore. Simple as that. So like I said, everyone should try jailbreaking. It's really up to you if you actually want to stick with it. So that's just my opinions on jailbreaking, a little bit of my history, and just what I think about it. So, like I said, sorry there's not much editing in this video. It's because it is recording from my iPhone, so it might have been a little more jumbled than it usually is. But I do want to pump out a little more videos, especially in this time period before I go to my aunt's house for a 10-day vacation. So that is about for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe up above. That will let you know when I post a new video. That's it, guys. ipodcreveking, I'll catch you guys in the next one.